to appear before it's almost a judicial thing, judicial body, and explain the issues around that matter which is being inquired into. In this case, like I'm saying, the issue of abductions and the extrajudicial killings. And if that were to happen, I am very sure the country will get to know in greater detail what has not been stated so far. And that because there's opportunity for people to be asked questions, cross-examined, those who have recorded statements to be cross-examined on those statements, the veracity of those statements, and others who have information one way or the other to appear before that commission and explain things. I'm sure it will bring to a close all these issues that have been affecting many Kenyans. I've never seen anybody who I mentioned in my statement denying or even recording a statement that challenging the veracity of what I've stated. And that's why I think a commission of inquiry would be the best thing, because then we'll be able to test who is telling the truth and who is not. Yeah, involved in those things usually. And unfortunately for me, and I'm not beginning, I don't just follow the president. Even when Uhuru was president, it was never my practice or habit to follow him wherever he went, because as a president he has a schedule of work. I also have a schedule of work when I was a speaker and even now. So unless it's something that touches the ministry that I'm in, I have no business trooping around to follow the president. No. I think on that one, I've always said I don't want to make any comment. I want Kenyans to make what they may, make their own inferences. Is it good for the country? It's said to bring unity. If that is so, Kenyans are at liberty to make judgments. I think it's not me. It's not for me to make a judgment on that. Let Kenyans decide what. Let Kenyans speak. We have already started saying what they have been saying. I read some people are expressing opinions, varying from one position to another, which is okay. It's very healthy. People are at liberty to make to hold whatever views they may. Culture is given a very important space early in the Constitution, in Article 11, and it is clearly stated that culture is the foundation of it helps in bringing people together. Yeah. So the fact that you have a different culture from another person does not make for enmity. It is to appreciate the cultures of all that makes that strong. Great moment to help also grow and maintain the culture of the Agikuyu. It's a very, very important occasion. I really salute the elders who came together with this idea. Let's not mix it with this. This was a cultural event, but people are at liberty to unite, come together. It is good for the country. Yeah.
The purpose of our ZS unity is to maintain our culture, our cultural heritage, and to also bequeath our children what it is the practice is, as we also talk about the unity of the community and finding our place within the greater nation called Kenya. So it's very important because unity or the purpose of togetherness starts at home. You organize your house, then you organize the village, then you organize in the larger proportions the next subsequent areas. So this is organizing ourselves around the community so that we can also be able to connect with the other communities when we are talking from the same platform. We have no demands with the president because he has decided to do what he wants to do. And it's very unfortunate. All I want to remind him is that we are taxpayers and that he should know that development is not taken where somebody has support. So he should equally develop our region. And I cite, for example, the stalled Uhuru Kenyatta government projects like the Mau Mau roads and the rest of the projects that have not been completed ever since then. In fact, the contractors have left site. So what I'm saying in short is that before he even starts to come to say what he will do, let him finish what Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta started. Well, I don't think he will achieve, this broad-based government will achieve those intended development projects. For the simple reason that instead of appropriating money into projects, he is now appropriating money for current expenditure. Look at renovations to State House at 2.7 billion, another 1.3 billion I think has been spent. When we don't have medicine in hospitals, when we do not have a capitation for schools, I don't know where the priorities for this government is, and the president for that matter. So what I know is that he is rewarding his cronies. He has picked people from the other side of Kenya Kwanza, and he has decided the only thing he can do from now, I don't know until when, is to reward them by way of giving them jobs. Have you seen there are new PSs who have been appointed, when he himself said the austerity measures that he was going to put in place to ensure that the government expenditure is reduced? So I don't know. He says this, he does exactly the opposite. So when I say we, it's leaders, including the wazés who we have just discussed now, have put ourselves to task to ensure that the youth are spoken to, so that they can see where to support, especially when there is development. And when there are nonsensical engagements like being hired to go and disrupt peace or congregations, they will say no. But if they are given money, yes, take the money. On the day that you are going to do the job, just say, no, sorry, I can't do it. Such meetings, especially so because Rigathi Gachagua was there. But it doesn't matter how many times they are going to disrupt. We are going to remain resolved, and we are going to remain very strong. We are not going to let go. Same thing happened in Kiamba. I was going for that barrio, and Rigathi Gachagua was going. Then before we even reached the church, there were youth with huge rungus and stones. And just to test, to find out whether it is us that were really looking for anybody else, we changed course and we went to pass through another route, and they came to that side of the and then finally, when Rigathi Gachagua did not show up because we told him not to come, they just disappeared with their rungus. So sorry, we will use all tactics, but at one time we shall also say that we are not going to allow those hooligans.
Years have been very challenging. The government has had a lot of challenges, including the high value of the dollar and high unemployment. But we are hoping that the strategies that the president and the government has put will start bearing fruit. That is our player, because we don't have any other government. This is our government, and we have to protect it, and we have to pray for it. The president is welcome because we voted for him with a lot of love, and we voted for him overwhelmingly. So the president is welcome to Mount Kenya, first and foremost to deliver on the promises that he made to Mount Kenya people. And we pray that the president delivers on these promises, because we gave him over 4 million votes, and we need the promises that were promised to us to be fulfilled.